Hi guys! So today I'm going to talk about 3 furry documentaries that I watched when I was just learning about the fandom and my response to them. Please keep in mind this is only my opinion, not yours. Everyone has their own. But first, in honor of Labor Day weekend, I've been trapped in the house and I know a lot of you probably have too. So, with the snap of my fingers, I can't even touch my fingers together. So with the clap of my hands, I'm gonna take us somewhere amazing. Alright guys, grab a foofy drink and put on some suntan lotion because we're getting into this. Okay, the first furry documentary I watched was Lisa Ling, Furry Nation. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed it. It was well-rounded. It didn't seem biased towards any side of the fandom. It covered everything. I got emotional. And it was the first time that we were introduced to Uncle Kage, which I will get into more. The only thing that I'm not going to say that I disliked about the documentary was it tends to focus on people who have issues, mental issues or physical issues. And I kind of wanted to see a little more of that normal furry, that day-to-day furry, you know, the average furry. But I thought it was really great. And if you haven't seen it, I'll put a link in the description so you can go and watch it. I think she did a really good job. The next documentary I watched, the second one, was Fursona. Okay, Fursona took me on a journey. Fursonas showed me what everyone is talking about when they say the fandom is full of drama. This thing was dramatic. Now, Fursona was made in 2016, and it was clearly made by someone who had a very distinct point of view. So it got into the normal fandom, and then it also gets into the deviant sexual side of the fandom, which I found very interesting. I found it very interesting that a lot of people shun the sexual aspect of the fandom. It is what it is, you know. People are gonna dress up as preachers and nuns and have sex with each other. It is what it is. It's role play. People put on sexy lingerie. It is what it is. I love it when they talk about how expensive the fursuits are, how hot they are, and hells no, I ain't getting no kinds of bodily fluids anywhere near all this, because first of all, that's nasty. Second of all, it ain't gonna come out easy. And what if you ruin your costume and then you got a big like crunchy spot on your fur as you're walking through the convention? That's not cute. Everyone in this documentary seems to, except one couple, seems to really not like Boomer the dog. Boomer the dog is the clear standout star of this documentary. He's honest, he's sincere, he is what the fandom is supposed to be. If you take the definition of the fandom and you read it, I'm going to paraphrase, but it's basically all-inclusive, all-accepting, non-judgmental. This is who Boomer the dog is. They make fun of him because he made his costume out of paper. You know what I say? Frickin' awesome. Creative. Inventive. Hey, what do I have? I have this need to express myself as a dog. I have some paper. And I gotta tell you, his costume looks pretty frickin' amazing. Even when Uncle Kage is calling him insane, Boomer just smiles. He's clearly the star of the show. Boomer, if you're out there, I love you. So this documentary goes into Kage a little more. So I'm going to give you my opinion on Uncle Kage. Uncle Kage is clearly in my opinion, a sociopath. He is like a cult leader. Now, when you're someone who wants to control the way that the media sees and displays a certain organization, that says to me you're someone who has something to hide. It goes through him training people what to say when the media asks them questions. Never lie, but never tell the truth. Yeah, he's brainwashing people, giving them dialogue to say, I mean, I think if you're a smart individual, you can see that that's clearly some sort of cult leader. And also, his Fursona's a cockroach. Cockroaches are the lowest of the low. Everyone hates a cockroach. No one likes a cockroach. So that's interesting that he chooses something that nobody likes initially. Second of all, he chooses the name Kage, which is spelled K-A-G-E, which can also be pronounced as cage. I want to put all the animals in a cage. So Kage, you are not my uncle. The third documentary that I watched was Fandom by Ash Coyote. Now, I had discovered Ash Coyote before the Fandom came out. And Ash had made these like little baby nugget videos talking to people in the fandom. Younger people, older people, clearly friends of Ash Coyote. And it was super interesting, entertaining, and that's what really got me excited about the fandom. So then I saw that Ash was putting out a full-length feature, the Fandom documentary, and I was like, yes! Because I thought these little nugget videos were super interesting. So I wait, and finally the video comes out, and I'm super excited. I wake up that morning, and I go onto YouTube, and I play it. Okay, this documentary is important, but it was not the documentary that I wanted. It's a historical account of the fandom, how it started, and how it progressed through the years, with a sprinkling of some current information. Now for me, the historical part could have been a good 10 or 15 minutes, and then we could have got into some more current information and expounded on the current fandom, maybe how it is now and where we want to see it in the future. But that's not what happened. This video was way too long with the history. And granted, it was really cool to see where it started. It's really cool to see where the founders are now, but it was too much. It was just way too much, and I kind of got bored. So I would suggest watching it, but for me, it was boring, and it was not the video that I wanted. Those are the 3 documentaries that I watched before I decided, hey, I'm gonna really dive in headfirst into the furry fandom. So next time, I'm gonna talk about going from the documentaries to the furry YouTubers and which ones that I watch and why I like them. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Arrgh.